Hello, I am Kara Bonchorny, and I will be taking you on a tutorial today about Microsoft Outlook for Macs with some tips and tools. So this is the 2016 version. So first thing you're going to have to do is add an account. Obviously I already have mine added in, but I'll show you. They have Exchange, Outlook, other emails. It will just ask you for the email address, the username, which will be the same as the email address, and the password. It should then pop up with a little box that'll ask you to allow or deny. You're gonna just keep pushing allow. It'll redirect you to another window to sign into the Suffolk email address. And you're gonna type in the password again. It'll ask allow or deny, and then it should work and have all of your emails. So the first thing we're going to go over is the signature. So to access this, you just click on a new email, and you can see it says signature right here. These are signatures that I already have entered in, but we're going to click edit signatures to look more into this. All right, as you can see, there's a standard one, just says my name, and I added a student signature in here. So what I did to enter in this, I just dragged it on over from my desktop. It was a lot bigger, so I had adjusted it with this. It takes a little bit to adjust. So I'm not gonna do that again, just gonna delete that. I already have this adjusted one. You could turn it, you can do a lot with the picture. I also changed the font. Do that under format. And I use Times New Roman. You can see there's a lot of different fonts you could use. Pretty much the fonts that are just on Microsoft Word. I had made it a little bit bigger. Usually it's at 11. I made it at 12. There's a lot of other effects that you can use, but I'm not going to use those. I would say that looks good. All right, so if we want this to be on every new email that we send, you could go under here, new messages, and choose the student signature. If you wanted it for replies and forwards, you could also do the same. I'm not going to do that. I might just choose the standard one instead, something a little more informal. All right, and you don't have to push save or anything. You just click exit. And let's get rid of this. So if we do a new email, here it is. It's right here. So that's perfect. All right. And now we can see BCC, which is blind carbon copy. So this means that you can send a group of people the same email without them seeing everyone that you sent it to. So let's see how this works. I'm just going to enter in some of my emails. All right. And you have to make it to someone too, so I'm just going to also use mine. All right, and we're going to send this. All right, so we can see, just received the email. It doesn't say anyone else who was supposed to get the email. All right. So let's go back. Alright, so I know I showed you how to edit the font and everything with the signature. It's the same thing for an email. It has fonts. You can do numbered list, alignment. And obviously you could see it's also over here, which makes it a little bit easier. Indent, color, highlight. Same thing. All right. You can also add pictures from file. You can browse one. This is the same thing. Insert picture. Just a few different ways to access it. All right. There's also under Tools an Out of Office option. So when you're on vacation at work, you can use this. You know, you've probably received one from a professor or a colleague. Send automatic replies for Suffolk during a certain time period. Or you could just always have it if you don't choose that. I will be on vacation from whenever to whenever. You know, you'll get back to them after. I'm not going to do this because I do not want to be sending that message to people. You can also make Outlook your default on a Mac, because I know when you click on an email address and you do not have Outlook as the default, it'll just take you to Mal. So I'm going to go ahead and search for Mal. And I just searched that with Command and space. So we're going to go ahead and open this. So it actually already popped up. You just have to go to the general settings once you get to Mail, and it says default email reader. And right now it is on Mail. So let's go ahead and change that to Microsoft Outlook. And again, this is, you don't have to save it, it's already saved. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and X out of that. Okay, now we're going to explore some of the other features, such as the calendar. Right now you can see there's nothing here, but I have some already over here, so let's click on that. My calendars. So you could see I have highlighted the Suffolk calendar and on my computer calendar. It seems that there's nothing in this, so let's not use those. Let's go, okay, Suffolk, birthdays, United States holidays. That seems like a good one since today is President's Day. So one way you can combine these and not have them separated like this, you could just click this arrow and it'll combine them. You can also overlay them. So you go to View and Overlay. And now you can see it actually really is combined. And now you can see if anyone had a birthday, you can see the holidays. Yeah. There's also a setting for your location. You can update it automatically, you can choose it. It has a little bit of the weather information here. There are also ways to import and export. So if you just go to Tools, you can import a calendar. You can export one. I had exported the United States holidays, saved it on my desktop, and imported it. That's why it says on my computer over here. You could use different colors. Now we're going to go over to contacts. You can see I do not have a lot of contacts in here. This is one of my professors, and another one of my professors. I'm going to go ahead, add a new contact, and it'll prompt you with this information. You can add a job title, office, department, company, mobile phone number, work number. Obviously, you're going to need the email. None of this other information is completely necessary, but I would recommend filling it out. I'm just going to go ahead and add my Yahoo email because it seems that I have the other Suffolk emails in here twice. You can see, let's go, job title, student, Suffolk University. Member of, you can add some notes. There's some certificates that you can add, depending if you need to encrypt a message. You need to give the private key to a contact. I do not have any on my laptop right now that would work for this, but just to show you. Alright, so we're going to save and close that, and you can see it pops up right here. I'm going to go ahead and delete one of these. I don't know why this is on here twice. You should be able to delete it from here. I guess it does not want me to delete it. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna add some contacts in a group contact. Okay, so I'm gonna add some of my family members. And you can see it even has the option for groups to use the BCC to hide information. So you could even do this if you have a group already. Alright, so I'm gonna add my dad. I'm gonna add my mom. Alright, that seems good enough. I don't have to add the siblings. Oh, and you can also categorize it. So there's already an option built into Microsoft Outlook for family. So you can see it popped up over here. Save and close. And now I have them over here, family. Okay. Over here we have tasks. I do not have any. You can add a new task. This is a high priority. This is our midterm. Okay, and it is due tomorrow. So let's remind ourselves tomorrow. 8 a.m. is kind of early. Let's do 10 a.m. We're not going to make that a reoccurrence because it's due tomorrow. You could add categories, schoolwork. So we're going to save that and close. This is high priority, it shows up. Alright, there's also another feature, notes. kind of like the sticky notes on a Mac. You could add something to do. Master Lab assignment. All right, and you can see it pops up over here. Let's go back to the email. Okay. So there's another tool we can use called rules. Basically, you can make your email do something specific. Say if a family member emailed you, since we now have created that group. So let's make a rule for family. Okay, so we're gonna make from, let's do is in category, because I had used the category family. So here we have family. All right, do the following. Okay, this seems like it makes sense. Change status to not junk email. Yes, I do not think that they would be sending me junk emails. All right, and let's see. Let's play a sound. New email. Okay. Or let's just display a notification. All right, and it's enabled. Okay, no other rules are going to be applied, but there are no other rules, so it doesn't really matter. All right, and you can see now this is enabled. You can disable it. Okay. Yep, so there are a lot of different tools that you could use. Sync, mark all as read, delete all. You have the rules over here. Out of office is also over here. You can view your accounts here as well as up here. All right, so that's all we're going to go over today. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video.